Nintendo's Mini NES Classic Edition. Everything you need to know. Nintendo is set to launch its next console, the NX, in March, but the company is also giving fans of its retro games something to look forward to as well: a new Mini Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, Classic console packed with 30 original NES games for $59.99. Read this story stream to keep up with all of our NES Classic coverage. Mini NES Classic Edition FAQ written by Brian Crecent on July 14, 2016. Nintendo's Tiny Mini NES announced this morning is a standalone device that won't connect to the internet and does not support physical media of any kind, which means those 30 included games are it, Nintendo of America told Polygon today. But if you're okay with that, there's a lot to be excited about. The $59.99 Nintendo Classic console will include 30 original games, listed here, as well as a replica of the original controller. You can buy a second for $9.99. Here's a rundown of the frequently asked questions that Nintendo was willing to answer so far. Polygon: will this play? Continue reading. The Mini NES Classic controller works with your Wii Virtual Console games. Written by Christopher Grant on July 14, 2016. One of the more exciting parts of Nintendo's Mini NES announcement this morning was the availability of a NES Classic controller, which will be sold separately for $9.99. If you've already got a Wii and a collection of NES games on the Virtual Console, you may not be interested in the adorable Mini NES, but don't ignore its controller. The Mini NES console has two unique controller ports that, if you've never used a Wii remote somehow, may not be familiar to you. Of course, these are the same ports that appear on the bottom of the Wii remote, used to attach. Continue reading. The new Mini NES Classic Edition includes games not on Wii Virtual Console. Written by Allegra Frank on July 14, 2016. Nintendo's re-releasing its very first console, the Nintendo Entertainment System, in pint-sized form. The NES Classic Edition hits retail November 11 for $59.99, packing in 30 retro favorites, some of which aren't currently available on Wii, Nintendo's most current system. Wii Virtual Console NES games typically cost $4.99 each. If you were to buy all the games included in the NES Classic Edition, it would cost you almost $150, so the NES Classic Edition could save you up to $89.71. We've got a rundown of the NES games you can replay on your HD television exclusively with the help of. Continue reading. Nintendo announces Mini NES, launching this fall. Written by Julia Alexander on July 14, 2016. Nintendo is set to launch its next console, the NX, in March, but the company is also giving fans of its retro games something to look forward to as well: a new Mini Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, Classic console packed with 30 original NES games. The miniature version of the console uses an HDMI cable to plug directly into a television set and is described by the company as a near-identical, mini replica version of the original NES console, which was released in 1985. The mini console will come with a replica version of the original NES controller, as seen in the image. Continue reading.